This is Giro's new helmet, the Aether MIPS. The big story here is how Giro has integrated the MIPS rotational safety protection system into the helmet itself. You're probably familiar with the often yellow MIPS liner that pivots inside the helmet to reduce rotational impact to the brain in the event of a crash. What Giro has done with what it calls the MIPS Spherical is taken that design and incorporated it into a shell. So there's a two-piece shell, and the inner shell pivots inside the outer shell. So same benefits of a MIPS liner, but without the liner. Two benefits to removing the liner is that you're getting rid of a lot of the problems with the liner, such as blocking ventilation and fit issues. Well, some companies will take a liner and put it in an existing helmet, which can make the helmet smaller, or sometimes when the pads wear down, like on my Giro Cinder here, your forehead has a plastic liner that digs into it, which is less than ideal. So by scrapping the liner, you just have a nice, airy helmet. Now, speaking of airy, Giro claims that this Aether MIPS is 2 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than the MIPS Synth. How do you come up with a degree number on a helmet? Well, they have a heated head form in Scotts Valley, which they test in their own wind tunnel, so they can measure how cool or not a helmet is. In terms of aerodynamics, Giro is not throwing around any claims yet, only saying that their early testing is promising. In addition to heat and aero testing, Giro does quite a bit of impact testing, as you would hope a helmet company would do. Now there's the standard CPSC test where you take a helmet and you drop it straight down on an anvil, which tells you how well a helmet will do if you land smack on your head. Giro also tests a number of oblique angle impacts with a variety of tests. It's got something called the BRAD, where a torso and head swings on a pendulum and hits the helmet at angles like you would likely hit the ground when you fall off your bike. It has a sled test where the helmet is effectively traveling at speed in regards to the ground, and they hit the helmet at a number of different angles and test not only how the helmet reacts, but more importantly, how the head form inside takes an impact by having accelerometers inside the head form. So the idea with all these tests is to measure how much the helmet is doing. You can quantify the impact itself, then you can quantify the result inside the head form, and the difference is what the helmet is doing. There are 9 colorways in both CPSC for North America and CE for Europe models. The weight for the CPSC medium is 250 grams. For the CE model, it's more like 240 grams. The helmet is not cheap. It's $325 US, 300 euros, and UK price is not firmly set, but it will be in the ballpark of 260 pounds.